Did you know that the longest consecutively producing Yiddish theater company resides right here in New York City, and it's called the National Yiddish Theater Volksbane? Welcome back to Theater History Thursdays. Today's topic is Yiddish theater. Yiddish theater first made its way to America from Romania in the late 19th century. It became particularly popular in New York because of the large Yiddish-speaking immigrant population living there. In fact, there were nearly 3.5 million Jews settled in the United States between the year 1881 and 1925. Traditional Yiddish plays were often satirical and were performed during the Jewish holiday known as Purim, which celebrates the saving of the Persian Jews by Queen Esther in the 4th century BCE. These plays were often performed in the courtyard of a synagogue because they were too profane to be performed inside the temple. As it evolved, Yiddish theater became more popular in the 20th century with translated versions of classic plays as well as vaudeville acts, musicals, and more. Actors such as Molly Picon and Jacob Adler became well-known members of the Yiddish-speaking community by performing in these plays. There were also original works by Yiddish playwrights such as Jacob Gordon and S. Ansky. Gordon rewrote a Yiddish version of the famous Shakespearean play King Lear, which provided a much more radical approach to the piece. New Perspectives actually did a reading of this play through our Theater is Served program, which included a traditional Yiddish meal along with the performance. Perhaps the most well-known Yiddish play is called The Dibuk, or Between Two Worlds, by S. Ansky. While it was originally written in Russian in the early 20th century, it was later translated to Yiddish, which was also the language that it premiered in. The play follows a woman named Leah who gets possessed by a malicious spirit in Jewish folklore known as the Dibuk. This play became extremely popular when it premiered in Warsaw. In fact, it was performed over 300 times in the Polish capital alone. Yiddish theater has left a lasting legacy on American culture by influencing mainstream theater, film, and television. In recent decades, theaters like National Yiddish Theater Volksbane have made efforts to revive and preserve Yiddish theater through academic study, archival projects, and productions that celebrate its rich cultural heritage. Here at New Perspectives, we are aware of the importance of cultural tradition, and it is our mission to create works that embrace marginalized groups, especially when it comes to immigrants who are looking to share their story. That's all for now. Stay tuned next week for more Theater History Thursdays with New Perspectives.